So, good morning, everybody. I'm here in Zanzibar. I just woke up again early in the morning. There's no COVID here in Zanzibar, which is an autonomous island here in Tanzania. If I can only stay here for 90 days, that's what my visa is worth. I'm gonna stay here in Zanzibar because here you got no worries about COVID. No COVID here. So the tourists may bring the COVID. That's why they are so particular to tourists entering the nation and entering the island. So unlike in the States, I just heard from the NBC Nightly News that there is a high spikes of COVID in Santa Cruz County. That's not good, gyms. The gym may eventually close up once again. Actually, the In Shape was one of the gyms, the few gyms in California that was left open after the second set of kind of lockdown, But it looks like may close again. Hope not. People needs the job. Okay. So, but anyway, so just a thought, and I just it's so happened. We are the same nations basically. We're just different in terms of our geographical location. The culture, the way we are. But there are some nations who are really successful in fighting this invisible enemy. And there are nations that never got a virus, like a lot of nations in the Pacific, like Tuvalu, Kiribati, the Marshall Islands, and among others. They never got a Cook Islands. They never got a virus, But there are countries that really, even as of now, been suffering with this dreaded virus. We just hope and pray that this will vanish, or at least be mitigated effectively and controlled with all efficacy, that we can get back to the real, true, normal, of life, because people needs to move on. But I know this is just a temporary, just like what happened in 1918 pandemic, which was a Spanish flu. All right, so it's a trial. It's a test of our, in my opinion, in my experience, it's a test of our faith and test of our resiliency as a person, as a nation, and basically it's an opportunity, I guess to change. Change is inevitable anyway. So I just hope and pray that this pandemic will find its way out of this world ASAP. Or if not, if they linger, they stay like the regular flu, and scientists and experts, who are, I guess, they're meant to do their job, to find the best way to mitigate this disease. So we have a lot of technology, compared in the past. All right, guys. So just get had a good enough sleep tonight, And I think I slept in a quite normal way this time, and but I still woke up at I think it's around 1:30. But I got enough, and today will be one of the best day, I guess. I'll make it that way here in Zanzibar. I'm gonna be exploring this stone town to a greater extent. I arrived yesterday and I started exploring the stone town, but this time I'm going to explore it by foot. That's the best way to do it. And bicycle is also the best way, but it's pretty small area according to the locals here. You can explore it in a little less than 3 hours or 2 hours, depending on your walking speed and all those brown nosing that you do. It's a very interesting place here in Zanzibar. The Stone Town. It's a UNESCO World Heritage. Okay, way back during the Omani, the Arab period. All right, you see culture everywhere, and it's safe, according to the locals. And there's CCTV everywhere. They need it, because this is a tourist attraction. Looks like tourism here in Tanzania has started picking up. They've opened almost a month now. And even in the mainland in Tanzania, there is a less infection, and they never shut down the nation just like other nations, wherein they were, I would say, economically downtrodden, if I will put it that way. That became so needy, and here, as far as I know, and the information I got from the local, they never shut down. Yeah, there are protocols in place, like in tourism, so they're kind of strict protocols, like the facilities, they have to make certain that they are in compliance with the government's COVID protocol. Alright guys, I hope everyone is doing well and enjoy the day and make it the best day ever. So I'm right here in my hotel. So you see right above me, there's a mosquito net. There were 2 mosquitoes before I slept, but I went downstairs and I asked for a mosquito spray. So I did spray. Let it percolate the spray first before I went back in. Now it's gone. I don't like sleeping in the mosquito net. It's kind of like, I feel kind of like claustrophobic. So here in Zanzibar, so you gotta be careful with mosquitoes. So mosquito repellent, and there is some sort of yellow fever here. So you gotta be careful. That's why typically the immigration will ask you if you do have a yellow fever vaccination, but they never ask me. But I'm ready to say I don't have a yellow fever vaccination, and that's the way to answer. And you tell them that you are coming from a non-infected area from the United States. But if you're coming from, let's say for instance, Rwanda, which is in the northern part, Uganda for instance, and I think some part of Kenya, if you're directly coming from there, and then you left the terminal, let us say for you left the terminal, then you are exposed to the yellow fever, and you gotta show them this yellow fever certificate. I don't have the yellow fever certificate. I've been wishing and thinking about getting it because I want to go to Uganda, so I definitely will need to have that. So when you get to Uganda, it's one of the travel requirements, just like nowadays, COVID. Like for instance, when you go to the Bahamas, you have to present in other nations, in addition to the other requirements they have on you go on non-COVID years. Now they require at least meaning at the very most 7 days negative RT-PCR COVID test before they let you in. All right, partly people from the United States can no longer at this moment of time go to the Bahamas. So initially they allowed Americans back in June 1, but now because of the situations in that country, they banned the Americans once again. So Americans or travelers from the US who are currently there, because they have opened, they're just letting them to go home. Yeah, because of this infection. I know, so this will be solved eventually. Hopefully we see the light at the end of the tunnel, brighter and brighter, and getting closer and closer and closer. Alright folks, have a great day and make it a good one. Once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Okay, cheers. Be safe. Bye from Zanzibar here in Tanzania, UNESCO World Heritage. Bye.